All right. Time for the mailbag. Abby Barmore, where are we starting?
Okay, first one. Who is the most difficult team on the Husker September schedule? Is it Illinois or Colorado?
Colorado. I just think they haven't beaten Colorado in a long time since Pelini was the coach. I mean, they're 0-3 in their last 3. So I just think the monkey of the back and, Shedeur Sanders, if he gets hot, he's as good as any quarterback in the country. And Nebraska got a taste of that last year. So I'm hoping more than likely, I'm sure that's going to be a big noon game on Fox, but man, it would be awesome if that's a night game.
Oh, yeah.
And just let this place eat the Sanders up.
Yeah.
I mean, I want this to be like the Miami game, 14 game at night.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Where you just
out for blood.
There's no Nebraska nice.
No. Jeez.
Yeah,
I'm chills there.
I'm with you on that one just because of all the other stuff that comes with that game. Like the on-field, you can make a case, but the fact that's going the national spotlight will be on Lincoln for that game, and there's going to be so much build up to that game. So just that added degree of importance takes it up another notch. Where Illinois is a huge game, it's a conference game, a lot of value there. But I think with all the other hoopla surrounding Colorado, it's got to be that one.
Shedeur Sanders is a problem for sure. When there's an NFL level quarterback that can throw it like that, they'll have skill position players. That's tough, man. What are the chances of it being a night game? What percentage would you put on it?
A lot's Fox, and what the other game. I haven't looked at what the Big Ten lineup is that week, and it's a home game. So, number one, who has the first pick that week? Will Fox earmark that game as one of theirs? If not, could it be CBS at 2:30 or could it be NBC at night? I mean, it's going to be one of those three. There's no question on that.
We all agree. Abby, Colorado is the harder game.
And yeah, just having Deion Sanders coaching in Lincoln. I mean, that's cool. I'm excited for that night, day, morning, whatever it's going to be.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
Next one. Will Fred Hoiberg be the Big Ten Coach of the Year?
She's got a case for sure. I think Matt Painter is going to be hard to beat just because of what Purdue. They've been the one constant all season long. I think that he'll probably end up getting it, but you could easily make a very, very strong case for what Nebraska was projected to do with what they've accomplished. The teams they beat Matt Painter head to head in their only matchup. Right. And they've surpassed any expectation anyone had set for them this season.
The question becomes, Rob, is it harder to meet expectations or exceed them? Sometimes I think meeting expectations is really hard, especially when you're picked to win the conference. I mean, and they've met them.
Yeah, they got a chance to be the number 1 overall seed in the country.
Right.
So I mean, like that's
hard
to dismiss.
Yeah, right.
Whereas as great as Nebraska's season's been, Purdue has kind of been the gold standard in the league all year long.
Right. I think it's either Fred or Painter. The thing that you ask yourself, do you reward coaches that go into a season with really low expectations?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
for me, I think there's more value in that. Like when you coach a team well above what anyone expected.
Like David Braun.
Yeah. I mean, like, okay, Purdue won a bunch of games. They have Zach Edey. Like, right. Okay, you should win a lot of games. So like it's up to me.
Right.
I'm probably picking Fred, assuming they don't fizzle out towards the end of the year.
They don't have a true pro on this NBA player on Nebraska.
They don't
roster.
have a first or second team all conference player.
So you don't think Casey or anyone's going to make
Casey might get third team.
Not even second. Wow. No. Have you had to do your ballot yet?
Not yet.
That goes back to
Casey's he's averaging like 13 points a
game.
Right,
Sean, that goes back to why we reacted the way we did to hanging that ban, or retiring his jersey. He's only averaging 13 a game. It's hard to propel him past all these guys.
Nebraska doesn't have a player in the top 20 in the conference in scoring. Casey's the top at 23rd.
Well, but anyway, yeah, I would say it's either Painter or Fred.
Yeah.
You couldn't make a case for...
If I'm voting Fred.
Couldn't make a case for Underwood.
Yeah. The Collins.
Painter or Fred.
Next question.
Would you rather see Nebraska ball play the first round in Omaha or the Husker baseball team make the College World Series?
Ooh, basketball. I don't know. Selfishly,
I'd say basketball because it'd be novel.
Yeah,
we've done the CWS thing. Not that it wouldn't be fun, but that basketball would be a novel experience for us, right? Never been done in Omaha,
and the scene in Omaha.
Oh God,
I mean, first NCAA tournament game in a decade with a chance to win the first ever in Omaha.
in Creighton's arena.
Yeah.
I mean, just the way Nebraska's fall over the last 20 years, 25 years, it's allowed Creighton to get where they're at too. It's kind of, Nebraska's not where Creighton's at, but you think about it, Nebraska was so far ahead of Creighton when Danny Nee was the coach, then Dana Altman, and then
Good point.
to be able to like win your first tourney game in the
In
arena,
their building.
in their building would be something.
And it'd be novel.
Now,
Something we've
Nebraska
never
baseball in the CWS, that's a scene too. I remember 2005. I covered that for the Daily Nebraskan, and that was awesome. The
Was that when Bush
tailgating-
was there?
No, that was 2000.
Oh. That was okay. Bush was there in 2000.
I met President Bush.
Yeah.
He came through the
Yeah.
press box.
Yeah, he did. It was amazing.
He just came right up to me and shook my hand. And I
Yeah.
was like 20 years old. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. That's the president.
But if I had to pick, going basketball.
Yeah. Me too, Abby.
Okay, my next one. Is there another player that you've seen ignite Nebraska basketball or sports like Keisei Tominaga?
Ooh.
No.
Sue.
Sue.
I mean, the 09 Big
Sue.
12 championship game
Yeah.
Like-
Sue.
on that stage was a performance I can't really remember. I mean,
Yeah.
But you look at like the greats of Nebraska football compared to the greats of Nebraska basketball, and obviously Sue is up there, but there'd been others. Whereas there's never been a Keisei in Nebraska basketball.
like Piakowski's run in the Big 8 tournament when they won it,
But even then, was he a national
42 points.
guy?
He had
you
42 points in the Oklahoma game.
wasn't really national,
But yeah, he wasn't
That's
regarded.
what I mean. Keisei's international.
right.
I mean, that's where like there's never been anything like him.
So
Here,
Sue would
here.
be the closest we've seen of late. Right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think in my mind here. I mean,
I don't think you say. I mean, Crouch won the Heisman,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was a national story, but not didn't have the impact. Had definitely a local impact because he's from Miller, but
That's what I'm saying. Like with football, there's just there's guys that you can name.
right.
Whereas basketball, it's few and far between.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I'll go.
I mean, Tommy
interesting to
Tommy
see.
Frazier was pretty.
Ooh,
pick-
hold
yeah,
on.
pickful.
Yeah, Sean. Hold, yeah.
So the cover of video
Rob.
games. Yep.
I might go Frazier here.
It is crazy to think that Frazier never won a Heisman and Crouch did. I mean,
Yeah.
because
That
if you
is
had a
crazy.
pick,
No.
I don't. I mean,
No,
and
good
I have
point.
all the respect for Eric Crouch, but I don't think anybody in their prime would take Crouch over Frazier.
Frazier impact maybe a little more. I'd say more than Keisei.
Yeah.
I got to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing with you on
Yeah.
that one.
Tommy Frazier was.
I think Tommy Frazier his record.
I mean,
as a
he's
starter
the
was-
face of what is considered the greatest college football team of all time.
There it was.
Hard to beat that.
Yeah.
I think he only lost
Put that very perfect.
one ranked game maybe in his career.
Yeah.
The Florida State or two Florida State losses. That was it.
Frazier was a phenomenon within the phenomenon.
And he lost to Iowa State. That was it. Wasn't he 33-3 or something
That
like that?
sounds like right.
As
That
a
sounds
starting
right.
quarterback. Iowa State and 2 Florida State losses.
All right. We settled on Frazier.
Okay, what were we at on time here? One final question.
Okay, our last one. This one is actually in the tweet that Sean sent out, which we don't normally get a last one, but here we go. It's kind of interesting. If you could turn into any animal, what
Oh,
would
God.
you choose and why?
Okay. I like that.
I don't like these.
I like that.
Okay. I'll go.
What is it?
You know what's funny? I was actually having this conversation with my kid about like, what would you rather be? And then we just had like 5 animals. And like, would you rather be a tiger, a bear, eagle, or something? I said eagle just to be able to fly.
Yeah.
And like when you see a bald eagle or something in person, just how majestic they are. Like,
Just
you know, the symbol of the country. I'd say bald eagle.
A predator eagle, because you know you're not going to get messed
I mean,
with.
they're just badass. Like if you watch like a slow motion video of an eagle swooping down and picking a
Oh.
salmon out of the water.
Rob is operating at a high level.
Well,
right
this
now.
is the conversations you have with 3-year-olds. Yes.
high level
Bald
conversation
eagle.
with your
Answer. In.
All right.
I can't even top that one. I mean, because flying would be an advantage, and you're a predator. You're not going to get
What
messed
about?
with.
Could I sell you King of the Jungle?
Lion.
The lion.
Yeah.
You sure could.
To be known as the King of the Jungle, and you talk about majestic. You see a lion whipping through a field.
Look out.
Yeah, I'm going lion. I appreciate the hair.
Mhm.
You know, Sean. So yeah, I'd say a lion, or I would maybe go racehorse too. It'd be cool to be a racehorse.
Like Secretariat.
Yeah,
Like
or just
quarter-
a good
quarter
race,
horse?
just any good racehorse. I mean, you think about a racehorse when it prances out into the paddock.
Oh yeah,
Now look at that baby.
Mm.
You know,
beauty.
yeah. You know, so yeah, those would be the two.
All right. When we come back,
Sean, what
You
about
never
you?
gave your animal.
I wanted to say eagle,
Okay, you can say eagle.
You can say eagle.
some kind of bird. I mean, something that flies.
Kind of bird.
Be like
I'd
an
cut.
owl.
I'd
How
cut
about a macaw, Sean?
I'd cut down my travel.
Toucan.
I mean, what entices me about being a bird is like you'd cut down your travel bill right there.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You think about travel
And-
quite a bit.
the Big Ten travel would be so much easier.
Like
We're all flying.
and you could just kind of fly down on the sideline and
Yeah.
like listen in
Yeah.
and then fly back up.
Yeah,
I mean, it'd be great. I mean,
Do you think you'd still have the same job if you were a bird?
I'd figure I'd be groundbreaking.
Pretty conspicuous though, flying down to the sideline, Sean. There's an eagle above.
I mean, we could make
right
it like
now there's an eagle above Matt Rule.
He's got a credential.
it's like Zootopia. You know, the animals like
I think
mean,
that's
Yeah.
Sean.
oh, Callahan's listening in on the huddle again.
A little conspicuous, Sean.
Just sit on top of the
Damn
what's the-
bald eagle on the sideline.
What's the wire with the camera, like the sky cam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sit on the wire of the sky cam.